What's happening? Landlord from Alabama here, back with another video. And today, man, I want to talk about the Dallas Cowboys number 24 draft pick, the big guy, Tyler Smith out of Tulsa, man. And you know, the Cowboys threw us for a curveball coming straight out of left field. No one expected us to take this kid. And you know, I had a energy killing type move when we drafted him, but it wasn't about the player. You know, I had some other players on the board who I would love to have over him. So when you in the draft moment, it's not about the player that you actually select. It's about the players that you could have selected. And it's almost like you get in a car, but you know, you want a Benz, but you get, you know, a little Toyota. You still got the car, but you be mad at the possibility that you missed out on. So don't get too critical on some of these Cowboy YouTubers' reactions when we got this guy, because it's not a shot or a good punch at the player. It's about the possibilities. We still had Jermaine Johnson on the board. We still had Tyler Linderbaum on the board. We still had Nakobe Dean on the board. And like, all those players are players that we would love to have over him. George Pickens was still on the board. And it's just, you know, it just bothers you a little bit when you take that into consideration and feel like you lost out. But you know, the Cowboys said he is their guy. They said they graded him over Zion Johnson and Kenyon Green. And you know, that's a little hard to believe, but you know, the Cowboys gonna have to sell it to us, and it is what it is, man. But the big guy standing at 6'5", and you know, he's 324 pounds. He's a big, huge kid, man, and I love the traits that I see out of him, man. So I can't be too mad at the Cowboys, even though I feel like they went need over BPA, which you never supposed to do. But you know, I feel like we did get a little better, man, on this line, which was really struggling last year, and that's really the more important thing when you take it into consideration. So, you know, when you look at the player, he's a very young kid. He only played really like 1 year in college. He was a redshirt sophomore. So he sat out the 2020 COVID year, and he played last year and had a good year. So he's a very raw talent, very undisciplined, very new in his position, man. He's only 21 years old, a young kid, one of the youngest players in the draft. And you know what's frustrating about Cowboys fans? We sit up here and look at it like, man, we could have got somebody who was gonna be a dog right now, like in Nakobe Dean or somebody. But the Cowboys are looking at the future. So they basically already told us that they are projecting him to be our starting left tackle. So that indicates to me that Tyler Smith only got a few years left, man. So it is what it is. We're gonna have to deal with that. We're gonna have to bite that bullet. We know that, you know, Father Time is undefeated, and Ty Smith is going to go down and, you know, retire sooner than later. But it makes Cowboy fans question their strategy, man. Why would you get a player off solely upside and future projections when it was good players that could have impacted the Cowboys right now, like tomorrow, and Nakobe Dean and Jermaine Johnson and players like that? Tyler Linderbaum could have came and took over for Biotis next year. But you know, that's what's frustrating, because it seems like we don't know where their focus is. Are you focusing on the future, or are you trying to win now? And how many more years you think you're gonna have a Super Bowl opportunity or a window? And that's just not realistic. You can't play the future and the present at the same time. You gotta decide which type of strategy, which type of route that you wanna attack when you're trying to win. Is it now, or is it in the future? And the Cowboys are sending us mixed messages as of now, man, and it's very frustrating for us Cowboy fans. But I do like the characteristics of the player, man. He's a nasty, physical, violent, powerful player, man. He don't play the game. He's playing no games with these kids, man. He is sunning a lot of these boys, ragdoll, manhandling a lot of them on this film, man. With all due respect, it is Tulsa, so you know, some of the competition isn't up to par, but they did play a couple good teams, man. They played Cincinnati, they played Ohio State, they played Oklahoma State. So they didn't just have a bunch of scrub teams they was playing. They did see him against some 5 stars. So that might have been what got him over the top and made them confident that he was their guy. But I'm real confident in Will McClay, man. So I feel like he usually strikes gold when he gets in his bag, man. So let's just get this kid a shot. There's no shot on the dude. There's no shot on Tyler Smith. It's just, you know, we wanted someone else, but now he's a Cowboy, so you know he gets our 100% support and respect. So shout out to Tyler Smith. Welcome to the Cowboys. We gonna be here to support you, man. Let's go ball out. Let's go show out. And you get to learn from the greatest, maybe the greatest left tackle there ever was with Tyler Smith. And that's all I got for you today, man. Just holla at your boy, Landlord from Alabama, with the same handle on all social media, man. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.